Right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on once again. So would you please welcome into the red corner, Kitt Way. Would you welcome his opponent into the blue corner, Steve Keen. This is a lightweight K1 bout over 3 2-minute rounds of action, as sponsored by Go Ham Clothing. Go hard or go home. And in the red corner, he weighed in at 152.5 pounds. He represents LMTA Kitt Way. And his opponent in the blue corner. He weighed in at 153.5 pounds. He represents the Nanyang Warriors, Steve the Kung Fu Kid Keen. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Andrew Nichols.
It's the return of the wild man, Steve Kung Fu Kid Keen, the Nanyang Warrior out of the blue corner, taking on Kitt Way, a very skilled striker from LMTA. Lightweight K1 rules here in the LFC. 3 2-minute rounds if necessary. And Dean, these are 2 showstoppers, plain and simple.
The sheer volume of strikes thrown by Kitt Way thus far must have broke the tally table. Beautiful on the inside, at distance is great.
And the strikes per minute, the power shots per minute from Kung Fu Keen, I'm telling you, literally had the audience roaring last time around. You can see already the ingredients both these athletes bring to the table. Look at that kick, realizing he wasn't going to slip quite enough and actually ducks his head all the way underneath and then chops to the leg just like that. Look at that, again, moves his head very far off the center line.
Body, head from Keen. Excellent against the cage. Beautiful leg kick on the outside. Keeps his guard nice and high. Really aware of from those counter shots coming back from Kitt Way.
And Kung Fu Keen leaning in a little bit there, showing the left, but then finishing with the right kick. Way to the body with the right. It's slowed down a little bit now. Both fighters a little bit more accurate, but then Steve Keen with the crowd screaming behind and the fans literally deafening in here tonight, Dean.
Steve Keen using that teep there to charge his opponent back to the cage and fire off some headshots. Great utilization of the teep from Steve Keen.
And you can see that chain punching. Obviously the Nam Yang Academy training a wide variety of stand-up styles. You see that in Wing Chun a lot, the way they punch and run in like that, Dean. And it works, especially here when you got K1 rules in a cage.
Wei looking for the teep of his own as he lands it at the bell.
Great job from Wei to push his man off. And there was so much to talk about there in that round, Dean.
Excellent flurries on the inside and outside. The sheer volume of strikes in that round was crazy.
Andrew Nichols in command. But the two entertainers, Kitt Wei taking on Steve Kung Fu Kid Keen. And Wei working the body. And look at the way he turns off the center line. To the point he almost has his eyes off his opponent. It's a gamble, but it works.
Yeah, a left hook there, stood in front of his opponent for too long. There again, he ate another one. Keen has really found the poison to when Wei comes on the inside there. Watch him counter as Wei starts to move out.
I love how Keen went southpaw there and then snapped the jab out with his right hand. Now back to orthodox. Left hook from Keen. Keen covering better this round. Wei's head snaps back, and look at the way he leans off the center line. He throws combinations and then moves.
Steve Keen looking for those straight power punches down the pipe, but Kitt Wei is just not there to answer them. He does a great job of moving out the way. Keeps his head bobbing around, so Keen can't find the target. Nice body kick by Keen there.
Stiff jab from both men now.
Oi, big knee there.
And a
Kitt
right
Wei.
hand punching downwards on the exit. Oh, but cleanly dropped with a left hook. And that was the counter that the Kung Fu Kid was looking for.
Kitt Wei there shook his head as if to say, what hit me? But that's often what happens. A technique will be thrown autonomously and it will catch you and you won't see it. It's the one that you don't see gets you.
And Kung Fu Kid is a shark in the water now. He smells this one, Dean. He's gonna go in and try to finish it.
He's got to be careful not being trigger happy with that left hook because Kitt might get wise to it and defend it. Needs to mix up his punches.
Wei on Wobble Street, clearly still hurt. Body, head, and the left hook finishing. The left uppercut lands. Wei clinches up. Wei here doesn't know where he's at, but he's firing back, Dean, and the crowd continuing to love it up. What a round.
Steve Keen firing like a juggernaut, like a rapid-fire GPMG, full tilt, all the ammo expended.
The wild action resumes. The look of determination from the Kung Fu Kid in the corner. Wei also ready for war. It's the third and final round here in the LFC.
Now the question is, Chris, has Kitt Wei has enough time to recover those damaging shots from Keen? Has he had time to get his equilibrium back?
And also, you gotta consider the 10-8 round. We had a count in favor of Steve Keen. But the most impressive thing about this is the entertainer and the Kung Fu Kid isn't gonna ride out the points. He's gonna go and try to put him into the hurt locker. Left hook to the breadbasket. Wei on the back foot. Wei looking to counter, but he eats another kick, Dean.
Nice combination by Kitt. He's clearly still in the fight there. Nice 1-2, and he finished off with a beautiful leg kick. Big left hook again by Keen.
And Wei waltzes on. Man, that kid's got a chin. The mouth guard nearly falling out, breathing deep. Keen in stalking mode, hunting the head, looking for the right. Rips him to the breadbasket again, and then finishes with the left. Oh!
Absolute feast of striking capabilities here. Steve Keen going to the body, going to the legs. He's really mixing it up great.
It's like the last chapter in an action movie, man. It gets better and better all along. The Kung Fu Kid looking for the right hook, doesn't see it. Wei on the back foot, Wei looking to counter, gotta pump that jab.
Wei on the outside here. I'd like to see him come down more down the center line. Keen now is getting a little bit reckless with those hooks, coming straight down with his hands down, throwing up those punches. If Kitt can telegraph that straight punch down the pipe, we could have a knockout on our hands.
Wei looking here to try to continue to move his head off the center line after every combination. I love how he does that. especially chopping to the legs. Gets a lot of torque on that. That being said, though, Keen's mobility hasn't really suffered. And he continues to press forward the way, turning on the power, eats a teep. Flying teep to the face from the Kung Fu Kid. Oh!
Steve King on the back foot, putting everything in here, every single ounce of his being into these punches, looking for the knockout, looking for the finish. Great stuff.
We thought we saw the fight of the night last time around, but I think we've got another contender here for the top of the bill at the LFC. Man, what a fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I make the official announcement on this one, can I just say another absolutely incredible bout. And while we have him here in the cage, can I just say this is testament to the matchmaking of our promoter, Mr. Leo Alderman. Incredible matchmaking tonight. But after 3 incredible rounds of action, we do have a unanimous decision in favor of the blue corner, Steve, the Kung Fu Kid, Keen.
There was talk ringside just before you walked out. We'd seen the fight of the night, but I think you just set the record, young man.
I couldn't do it without myself. I'd like to thank my team, my sponsors, Ham and Campbell Nutrition, and of course Kitt, my opponent. I couldn't tango without him.
Now, it just kept getting better and better as the rounds went on. You actually literally tried to flying teep to his face there at the end. You've always been an entertainer, but it's been a lot of hard work to get here, hasn't it?
It's a lot of hard work. I hope it pays off. I hope you guys enjoyed the fight. I'll be back next time better.
Congratulations once again on your performance. Steve Keen, ladies and gentlemen.